What does your mother look like? She looks like white. She has eyes.
My childhood writings. Welcome to a dramatic interpretation of my greatest cringe. Oh, this took a year. My diary.
What does a mother do? She's got new shoes. What is a father? A person. What does a father do? Play with me sometimes. Play Powerpuff Girls. I like to play Puff Puff Girls. What does your father look like? He's all white. Has hands, body and legs, feet and toes and fingers. All white. What would you like to give your father for Father's Day? Wishing for a jet ski, but he doesn't have enough money.
I think your hairs are white.
I think you're very white all over. White all over. I wish I could have a bouncing toy mouse. This was a cat toy. I wanted a cat toy. I like the bench pig. I love it, I love it, I love it. Purple is my favorite color, but I like pink better. Dear Grandma and Grandpa, I wish I could share my pink shirt with you, 'cause I love you. That's all. This is a snowman with fingers and hair. And an apple. Apple person. Caterpillar. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to be 4.
Dream journal.
I was in the gym surrounded by a lot of other girls and a few animals, including one very large, very distraught mother elephant, shouting,
Where's my baby? Has anyone seen my baby?
Me and the other random girl saw the baby elephant peeing under the trampoline, and he would not stop peeing. He sort of mumbled,
Oh no.
He was allergic to this type of plant, and whenever he was near this type of plant, he would start to pee. We were then able to get the elephant back to its mother, who said,
Oh, my baby! My baby!
It's story time. It's story time. Let's have some stories now, shall we?
There was an astronaut, 700 of them. They landed on the moon. There was so much to begin, they forgot going back to Earth. Oh, they had to be very careful to eat in their spaceship so they wouldn't get food in their noses.
Random notes scrawled in the margins of my life.
Into every day, poop shall fall. Being alive. If you're fleeing, I don't know what to tell you. Stupid flea. I don't know what to do. Do not eat a whole bowl of shrimp past midnight. Everything that is unknown is at least known to be unknown.
Poems.
Look, a tree, a beautiful tree. Oh, I see the beautiful tree.
See, the eyes, the glittering eyes?
What? What eyes? What sparkling spies?
Higher, higher, at the topmost peak.
No. What am I even... Ow.
Original characters.
I have a tremendous craving for rice pilaf. I've had 2 concussions. I have a tremendous craving for rice pilaf.
I ate the whole thing.
I did too. It's okay. I've done it.
There was a bowl of cheese, too.
Ethan, I understand.
I didn't think I was going to eat the whole thing.
I'm attempting to write once again, even though the last time ended in a minor forest fire. But don't worry, I managed to tie myself tighter this time. Why won't Carly go away? It's easier to tie yourself to a chair than you would think. God. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so I'm like trying to go through all my writings and like sort them out and everything. How many people have the problem with they have to constantly translate everything that they find from their childhood? There's various phases, because first it's your alphabet, and then you start writing in the alphabet in Spanish, like backwards, and then suddenly it turns into Michaela, and I'm like, this has shown up twice. What does it mean? I have to translate. It's like so ridiculous. I'm not even to the hard alphabets yet. And not to mention, there's just like, how many people have this problem? Because I certainly have this problem, because I gotta go back and translate, like, at least a good 5th of the stuff that I find. I I don't know what I want to do in life, and doubt I ever will. It's so true. There's so much stuff to translate. I found more. There's so much more. All of them. All of it. Oh, yeah. Just, read this one. Hopefully I'll go back and read this someday and be annoyed with myself for writing absolutely nothing. It worked. I totally figured it out. It was so nice. It's like, do not give up, Michaela. After it took me so long, uklapakle is up. Do not give up. Odiktonikle vigna yakuklapakle, Michaela. That's what I wrote to myself. In 7th grade was to write a note to your future self. And this was something I put in there. And it took me so long. But I didn't give up. And I translated it. I did. I followed my own advice. It's amazing. This is like the language that I made when I was like in 3rd or 4th grade. That's hilarious.
My diary.
I saw a girlie on a leash and I was like, wow, no way. Cuando los caballos mueren, usan su piel para hacer cinturones, zapatos y bolsas. ¡Agua! ¡Agua! ¡Rápido, rápido, rápido! Las vacas tienen un ubre. Un ubre es donde el leche es. Cuando yo es grande, yo quiero hacer una científica. Earth. A lot of work. I heart Vav. I heart Vam. ¿Dónde vivo, mi maestra? Hoy es el tercer día que los duendes vinieron. Me and Mammy and Nathan were jumping on the trampoline last night, playing Spy Kids, jumping off pretend cliffs and landing on pretend boots and kissing Mammy. Cuando mi mamá era una maestra, mi mamá rompió sus pantalones. We're going to eat lunch. Yum yum chicken legs. I don't know what else there is to eat. Cuando mi papá era un niño, puso una gallina en su cabeza y la gallina hizo pupús en la cabeza de mi papá. I just got out of the pool. But I'm not naked. Cuando yo tenía 4 años, mi familia y yo fui al nieve. Y yo fui en un delcice y mi mamá no me agarraste a mí. Yo fui en los arbustos y yo grito ¡Papá! ¡Papá! Un día, cuando Nathan está en la iglesia, Nathan bajó sus pantalones. My brother is a spy and a goofball. I love Bartholomew and Andrew. I finished this notebook in 2 days. Harriet is a spy and she writes in her root book a lot. Harriet hurt everybody's feelings by writing in her notebook.
I love Bartholomew so much.
El noche de ayer yo estaba llorando y yo no sabía por qué, pero yo estaba llorando. I love Bartholomew and Andrew. En mi cuarto, yo escribió y dibujé con mis pies. I love Bartholomew and Andrew so much that I could reach the moon.
Story time.
Jessica was a squirrel. This was very unfortunate for Jessica, because all her life she had been deathly afraid of all things squirrel-related. Whenever she viewed a nut, tree, or anything cute and fluffy on the outside but rabies-filled on the inside, she screamed and fainted. Oh, poor Jessica. She encountered a fairy godmother. Please, would you turn me into a human? Jessica asked very sweetly, knowing that her wish would come true.
Are you kidding me?
The fairy screamed.
Why on earth would you want to be someone who spends years going to school, doing homework, fussing about their appearance, working and generally being sleep-deprived until they retire? Get over it.
Jessica decided to get over it.
Dream journal.
I had somehow managed to make a meteor crash into Narnia and destroy their world, so I was being sentenced to death by this hairy cow that could talk. He was sort of like an extremely hairy buffalo with a humpback and a human face. I was surprised to find out that it was a cow.
Poems.
The face that I saw, the face that I see, the face with the jaw is the face of me.
Original characters.
My life is hell. I'm sure there are worse lives out there. Somewhere. I don't care about those lives. And my own life will soon drive me to insanity. Why was there a mustache in here? Oh, mustache in my papers. My Christmas poem. I don't see the joy. I've never gotten a toy. Families have left and there is no rest. No one can expect me to be anything I don't want to be. Someone hear my silent plea. Why must the needy in anguish cry when all else sleep, dreaming holidays dreams and death visits my heart?
Random notes scrawled into the margins of my life, yes.
Wait. I have just received information that we have the wrong kind of boy.
Sweet dreams are sometimes made of horrors.
And Jack climbed up the huge beanstalk only to discover a giant porta potty. What an unfortunate occurrence. Help me someone.
Dream Journal. Deborah begins to go into labor. There are bloody chunks everywhere, and she gives birth to a half-dead giant embryo, which was born far too early. I was supposed to somehow keep it alive. It terrified me so much.
My diary.
So, I want to go down in history like Helen Keller or Anne Frank or like an African American.
Oh my god.
I know, it's horrible, it's so bad. You're like, oh my gosh.
That's so bad.
That's so bad!
That's so bad.
How old are you when you write? I'm like 5, 6.
Is it a journal or?
This is my first diary, yes.
Wait, like 5 years old?
Yes. No, I was 8, apparently.
Still.
Yeah.
That's 3rd grade.
Yeah. Mommy is kissing Daddy a lot. She said something like, or about power over men and how it's good. Nathan just bonked his head, and Mommy's telling him not to. I'm getting sparkled or sprayed in the TV.
That was good. Stop!
Michaela? You okay?
No! Please stop! It's good!
You scared? What? Michaela? What happened?
Please.
Spray? We don't like spray? You're acting just like the cat when the cat does something wrong.
Most unpleasant. I was narrator number 4. Or should I say, narrator Esses Nessus Kessus Blessus? Dear Tooth Fairy, I don't want to lose touch with you when I lose all my baby teeth. I really think that Nathan plays too much Game Boy. I love my kitty Domino. She is sitting to me right now. She is my kitty because I got her for getting my teeth pulled out. Nathan seriously needs to take a chill pill sometimes. I mean, he wanted to know what I was writing. A diary is supposed to be secret. Deep down inside me, I think I have a little crush on Bartholomew. Today I got to be Bartholomew's partner for a project. I think I really do still love him. Yesterday Fallon did a handstand and slobbered on her nose. This is a portrait that Bartholomew drew of my face. For me. Isn't it lovely? Oh, drew this for me. Bartholomew is a great artist, you see. Bartholomew drew.
Dream Journal. I had a dream where I was possessed by this red mist. I tried to fight it at first, but soon I couldn't tell who I was, if I was myself or if I was the mist. As it progressed, it became more and more alive, and I became more and more alive. It was a very powerful dream.
Random notes scrawled into the margins of my life, yes.
Breaking news! Why do we take in species from around the world? Because we have to keep the business in process.
Species, droid, name, 3 clam, talks like this. Goo-a-ganoo-loo beep, beep, mumble mumble, beep. Species, hoo-yah! Name, agag-gag, name, hashtag, species, jangling.
Poems.
The sun will set on the lands of yore, before the final crow nests on the mount. Turning I run, but the crows give chase! Stirring the dust, they flap their wings, the whirlwind approaches, the town falls before the sun hides away.
Original characters.
So long now in dark, now I look sun. Words equal pain, I equal me. I want words, but words die. I am hurt. Oh, I am hurt. Person. Oh, The thing is, Ace bandages get tighter over time, and I'm giving myself a headache. I think I still have a little crush on Bartholomew, but not so much on Andrew. Oh, and I just remembered. Fallon likes Nat from the Bear Brothers Sonata. She hates Rosalind because Nat loves her. I read this in her diary, which she later ate the pages so we couldn't read anymore. Yes, she ate the pages.
Because you read her diary?
Yes. She ate them, so I couldn't get them in my big meaty claws. On Truth or Dare, I found out that Shannon likes Gilbert and Bartholomew. But gladly, she likes Gilbert more than Bartholomew. I love Bartholomew. In kindergarten, I liked Andrew and Bartholomew, but now I only like Bartholomew. I also think Bartholomew is cute. Bye. And there's a rumor that Jacob likes Kathy. He liked me last year and asked me to a dance that didn't exist. And sometimes I still suck my thumb at night. I'm trying to stop, but I just can't help it. Bye, Anne.
Name your diary, Anne?
Yes, I named my diary Anne. It's a whole thing. We watched a movie today called How to Eat Fried Worms. It was about a bunch of normal 10-year-old kids. As I watched the movie, I realized I am no normal 5th grader. I have a lot of talent and am in very good shape. My parents picked my name because my mom liked to watch a show with an actress named Michaela, and she wanted to name me that. My dad reluctantly agreed, and so that's what they named me.
Reluctant.
That's what I believed. I have to go exercise my brother now, so I'll talk to you later. School is pretty fun, but not homework. I got an octopus named Alfred at a competition. That's just here so I can remember his name. I just remembered what my octopus's name was. It's Roger. Wait, no. Alfred! Roger? What? No! I began putting up posters of gymnasts on my walls. Mommy's not too happy, but she'll just have to deal with it. Oh, we did my homework, and guess what? Nothing happened in 1620. That was one of the social studies questions. No one could find an answer. Mommy couldn't, Daddy couldn't, Grandpa couldn't, I couldn't. My diary. Oh, come back. No. I think I'm going to get my back walkover back very soon. I've been doing them for about an hour and am very sweaty and tired. I'm really worried about tomorrow. I think I'll have to do even more back walkovers on the high beam without a spot. Oh dear Lord. Oh, Anne, I did 7 back walkovers on the high beam with no spot. Please, God, help me do the back walkover at the competition. I don't care if I fall off the beam, just please make me do it. He said no. My coach scratched me on beam because I was too afraid to do the back walkover by myself. I've decided to go straight to level 7 in gymnastics, so I don't have to worry about the back walkover. For the competition, we're all going to dress up as candies, and me and my daddy are going to make a Tootsie Roll costume. When we did the dance after the meet, I was dressed in my Tootsie Roll costume. I fell down in the middle of the dance and couldn't get back up. Afterwards, they announced awards for the best costume. I won most humorous.
Best original costume. Tootsie Roll needs some help.
Tootsie Roll fell.
An earthquake hit and a line of silver bells tolled and turned people into archaic symbols on the ground. Nathan turned into a glass of orange juice.
Random notes scrawled into the margins of my life, yes.
Whoever treadeth upon trees shall stride upon snails. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Everything has gone awry. It's gone horribly awry. Why has it gone so horribly awry? Yeah, see.
I was dancing with a Hispanic guy who seemed nice, and he started talking about how he had always wanted to meet someone nice and get married. I decided to talk to someone else.
To make an anetheca of an eagle's mouth beak, you must acquire the beak of a hippopotamus, the tail of an armadillo, the schnozwangle of a multiplex, and motor oil. Stir until concussion turns green. My name is Victoria Murcielago. I am 11 years old. I attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Yes, I was one of those children. I am here today to learn how to do potions in a safe manner. Therefore, I will not horseplay, but I will obey my professor. Not. An ounce of tea leaves, a pint of pixie dust, and your spit. Grind the tea leaves until a smooth powder. Then sprinkle your pixie dust on the tea leaves and add your spit to the mixture. Apply to cut and rub until it heals. The end.
Beware, beware, it'll poison our air, our groundwater, capable of manslaughter. All right, I'll admit that was a bit dramatic. Well, that's my poem. I can't think of anything that rhymes with poem. The end.
A cat with short, thick, curly hair appeared. It was orange and it barely moved. Suddenly, it flinched, and one of the guys screamed and disappeared. I hadn't brought enough bullets for this. The cat was there, immobile, staring at me. It flinched, and we were suddenly transported to a wide, barren expanse of rock. The cat began to tell me the mysteries of the universe, the vastness of space, the unending thing called time which consumes everything and eats away at all memories that are pointed to my very existence. Irrelevant. Temporal. Nothingness.
I see faces, but they don't see me. I hear words, but my own don't escape. I taste what is bland and bitter. I can see, but they are blind. I can hear, but they are deaf. I can feel, but they are numb. Why then am I the one who was disregarded? Why am I the one who was thrown out? Why me?
I flicked my pencil and it turned into a eraser. I thought I was dreaming because a pencil can't turn into a pen.
When my dad goes to sleep, he is very, very noisy. He snores so loudly, and it kind of sounds like a choking pig. He doesn't snore for a little while, then a big one comes. It's really quite frightening. So we decided to do some minor surgery, which included getting a shot. That's what I said when I got my shot. You should try hard to waste as little time as possible. If you waste time, you miss out on good grades. Oh, honey, my brother loves to waste time by sitting on the couch, playing video games, or watching TV. I prefer to spend my time getting homework done. Why would anyone want to waste time anyway? Oh, honey, I have a secret stash of items hidden somewhere in my room. In the closet? Under the bed? In my stomach? Get your priorities in order. Homework and family first. Video games or Barbies later. Don't stay up all night watching R-rated movies and eating candy. Oh dear. Don't settle for being a D or C student, or even just a regular soccer player. Never in my life have I worn a tuxedo. I wonder why. In the 11, almost 12, years that I've been getting haircuts, I cannot remember a single time that I had a truly, honestly bad haircut. Would you like an identical twin? I like it better being a single child, because you get your own personality. You're more unique than a twin. I thought I would enjoy being a twin, but the problem is, you're a twin your whole life, and you can't change it. Before summer, my dad got a box of chickens, and we raised them for my birthday party. They were so cute and funny, but they pooped. A lot. Dear Anne, now we're up to date on everything and Lubu. I don't know what Lubu means, but I didn't know how to finish the sentence. Bartholomew is my partner for poetry. He's kind of cute, but I'm worried because I know he's not going to have all of his poems memorized by Friday. Bartholomew wasn't the brightest. I've been thinking of dessert. I mean, when you're eating it, you love it. It's great. I wonder who created dessert. Probably God. So I took Carol and Angelica and the umbrella and recited the poem outside in the doorway. It was simply hilarious. You are laughing too, aren't you? Yes, you. Reader. Aren't you going to get into trouble for reading Michaela's private diary? You may continue reading. For now. I don't know who you are right now, but believe me, some way or another, I'll find out. Mwaha ha ha. Sorry, Anne, I just had to set that person straight. You know, scare them a little. Whoa! I scared you. You jumped, didn't you? Oh, where was I? Oh, okay. No voy a regresar a tener pantalones después de este día. Hi, Anne. I was just reading this a little while ago, and I just want to make it clear that I don't like Bartholomew anymore.
Attention, all ye who can read or listen to the radio. These all say hello.
We went to this house in preschool where there were cats everywhere. Most were nice and very pleasant to talk to, especially the fluffy black one who wanted to look tough to attract ladies, but he was also really sweet to kittens. I told him that he would be just fine.
I wept and wiped away the dawn again, candlelight streaming up from below.
The Undermen have a little more sunshine. The Undermen have a little more sunshine than we do.
Secret Agent Raccoon! I'm a good secret agent.
He says, going into the trash can and pulling out sunglasses.
Every secret agent needs shades, voice recorder. Oh, how'd that get in here? And every secret agent loves... and every secret agent loves golf. Secret Agent Raccoon!
Ended up finding some human skeletal remains. I was sharpening one of the bones, but noped out of there when I found the skull. Accidentally stepped on the lower mandible. The teeth were embedded in my foot. Had to pry them out. But whoops, those were actually my teeth, and suddenly I had no lower teeth. So now I'm freaking out because I can't exactly get rid of the teeth, since some professional better be able to plonk those suckers back in my jaw. Fun times.
Dear Anne, this is a strange feeling I am experiencing. Sort of like viewing a picture book you vaguely remember from your childhood. I do not recall writing many of these passages, and am astounded at how young and innocent I once was. I am now 12 years old and in junior high. I never realized how early I started writing these letters to you, Anne, without really knowing what I was getting myself into. And the few things I have written seem childish and unimportant. Today I played a video game. I'm watching TV. It's weird. No, interesting to see how much I've changed over so many years.
You're 12!
Shut up, you're 12! Oh, I finally got some of Mommy's earplugs to work for me. Daddy snores kind of like a dying horse. Daddy called this cruise ship lobby ornate. Mommy calls it gaudy. I call it elegant. Nathan just wants the food. I know, that's hard to get through without laughing. People just want to go and do something, instead of sit down a little after the long voyage through treacherous lands of terrible happenings. Okay, I got a little dramatic there, but hey, I'm just 12. I don't know where Daddy and Nathan went right now. Men just have a tendency to disappear every now and then. Who knows where they go? It feels like that's all of what is left of my life. School, gymnastics, homework, eat, sleep, breathe, and bathroom. This is a sugar packet. I decided to color half of it yellow. There's some sugar packets in my diary. What lovely memories. I always wanted to be perfect. A+, A+, A+. Now I rejoice if I get an A-. Life is getting harder and harder for me. I'm in 7th grade now, and I'm already doing algebra. Sometimes all the woes, sorrows, agonies, and struggles that I am experiencing overtake me, and I cannot withstand any more corrections or punishments. It's an otter with a teddy bear. There are already so many other corrections and emotions and questions on my tray that I drop it to the ground with a crash. I actually did collapse once. Plop! On the floor. Just like that. I don't know what to do. After the dissection was over. That's just a great way to start anything. We all cleaned up our utensils. Fallon managed to flick her shoe off in the process, so I picked it up off the floor and waited outside without her knowing. She came outside yelling, "Who took my shoe? Who took my shoe? Michaela!" Somehow, I just couldn't imagine my mom, dad, or brother keeping a diary. It just doesn't seem right. If history teachers taught things like all the blood and guts and gore of the battles instead of just the battle sites, kids might actually want to learn. Most of them are stubborn, filthy-mouthed, disrespectful, stuck-up little... I censored myself. Every kid at school is always talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, junk, and other things I wish not to mention here. I am already sick and tired of the whole lot. I'm not going to start dating until my late high school years, if I'm even interested. I won't be. All my friends are running around watching drama and love stories. Bad love stories. I'm completely uninterested in the opposite gender at this point in my life. You broke up with him, or are you going out with him? I'm only in 7th grade. I think having a crush on someone or liking someone is perfectly acceptable. But, quote, going out with a guy shouldn't begin until high school level. I personally think that almost all of the guys at my school are obnoxious, annoying, and extremely disrespectful. Judging by all the movies and TV shows, it seems that a majority of these guys stay that way. Maybe there's a guy out there for me, but right now, I seriously doubt it. We made gingerbread houses, and mine turned out awesome. Nathan just stuck smooshed marshmallows on the ground and said it was snow. "It looks like you chewed them up and spat them back out," my Grammy declared as she gazed upon it. Then he put cobblestones on top of the snow. So it snowed under the porch. Wow, Nathan. Then there was a marshmallow sticking out of one of his windows. He didn't even know what it was. Wow, Nathan. Wow. Dear Michaela of the future. Well, maybe I should just call you Michaela since you're just regular Michaela and not the mysterious Michaela Monkey Mixer or something. I have blonde hair. Blonde. Oh. Anne, it would be wonderful for these letters to you to be published one day, but I'm not sure that will happen. I know you're nervous that you're, going into high school, but everything will turn out fine. The one thing I couldn't live without would be my stuffed kitty Buttercup. I simply can't go to sleep or even wake up without her. I know I'm 12 and considered too old for blankies and animals, but my mom still has a blankie and she's 42. I don't want to be cool, say bad words, take drugs, or other things. My favorite Friday night activity is nothing. I don't like Fridays. A song stuck in my head right now is the one where this thing sings about sticking a banana in your ear. As soon as I finished writing that sentence, Mommy shook her butt in my face. I love her. If I could have a school, the mascot would be the platypus. It would be lactated. Wait, what? Located. Located in some of the mountains. Not lactated. Locate. Cursive is hard. It would be lactated. The mass. I'm not even like halfway done. This is so stupid. What was I thinking? I think I'm getting lightheaded.
Remove your corset.
There's no corset to remove. There's only vapors. The message I have for adults running today's world is get your act together. I'm tired. I want to go home. Well, look at what I've done. Written myself right into a spell of depression. Sometimes I am so very lonesome. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. I just can't wait another minute for the glorious day when I can sleep in and be rid of this junior high here. Sick I have been. That sickness has not yet departed from soul, heart, and mind. A heart can be diseased, a soul can be torn, and a mind can be ruined.
I could fly, but I could only do it in a very specific way. I floated about 10 feet off the ground. I would let my chin and torso fall forward, and my legs would reach over the top of my head, and this would propel me forward. It made me look very cool.
In the beginning, there was a room. Bad guys, good guys. And a plane. The Black Scorpion leader ripped off the janitor's arms and threw them into the abyss of creation. The janitor was discovered in the abyss of creation. The Black Stormtrooper, the Majestic Eagle, and Sam were chosen by the mystical beings to lead the people. So they did. Sam possibly was determined to be a girl at this point because there were no other girls on the island, and the mystical being wanted there to be a girl character, but everyone thought he was a guy, so... Ultimately, this led to him being the first trans character on Shabba-Locka-Ding-Dong Island. He was a war profiteer. A trans war profiteer.
Poems.
The sun sends flaming tendrils over my flesh, and it bubbles in festering horror.
Random notes scrawled into the margins of my life, yes.
Empty is the stream as you look, but sweeps you away as you enter the brook. Time is never ending, but it ends for you!
Me and my friend hadn't gotten along very well due to various problems. We were both horses. Kind of.
All life is futile. Like a dead rat in the gutter.
I was outside playing when Freddy, my goldfish, came flying by. Figured that goldfish could only be out of water for 10 minutes before bad things start to happen.
The lawyer was once a hobo, and is one of the few hobos who actually got a life. He sues, he saves, and gets good pay. His best friends are the two Hoopla bodyguards, who are still hobos but at least have a partial life, yes. Ginny Weasley, on the other hand, has left her mark already. She is the best wrestler on the island, amazing at swordsmanship and a harasser of the lawyer. One handman once lost his hand, and for a long period of time, he was dubbed One Hand Man. He is still called this even though they found his hand. Indiana Jones, the procrastinistic husband of the rich lady. He is a major supporter of boot camp and the closest thing we have to an old hermit. Although he pretends to be rich, he is as poor as he is fancy, aka he is broke. The rich lady was once the richest person on the island, but is now flat broke. Man, does she scream! She is married to Indiana Jones, and all her cash went to her house. She now pretends to have money. We have no idea how she gets through taxes. Creepy Hagrid. This guy is a large, oversized figure who we don't know what to do with. He is over twice the size of the average minifig. We sent him to jail for being creepy. We then let him out of jail, and then he was a hobo. So we threw him back in jail. We let him out, and then he was a hobo. Get the pattern? He is now trapped in an obscure prison cell for being creepy. The hobo, who is now the Hoopla's bodyguard, no life has he. The other hobo that became a bodyguard. No life has he. The fireman. He is Ernie's second favorite food. Ernie, his second favorite food is fireman. He is also the first minifig who has experienced blood. We don't know why. or how. It's quite a conundrum. We do not know why his hands are tied up in this picture, but we do know that he is tied up in this picture. He's a cop. I don't know. They do nothing. They do nothing really. They're not needed in this fascist dictatorship we have this island.
You weren't supposed to walk out yet.
But who is he? Is there an accident in Lego City? And we must respond.
He's a cop.
What's the squirrel?
It's Jessica.
Oh.
Dear Anne, when I'm happy, I dance. I'm not dancing. Now, people tell me that when you get your ears pierced, it hardly hurts at all. That is not true. It's all right. You're not wearing mascara. You can cry, Mommy said. I still would get very angry if someone just up and decided to read all of my personal thoughts and things. I believe that children in junior high and middle school are at the best ages of their lives. What? What? No, I'm not like most girls. I don't chase after boys and dates. Most girls have conversations about boys, and girls, and gossip. I've really no interest in boys at all. Forget about Bartholomew. Sometimes I believe they're more simple than girls. So I don't like boys, and I don't like girls. Who do I like? I'm such a dork. I'm so socially awkward and intimidating. No one will ever like me. Oh. And no one will ever ask me out. And even if they did, I'd say no. Today I was confronted by the US government and questioned about being a spy from an alien world. April Fools. I want to be an individual. Not a zebra. There ain't nothing like the sight of a shooting llama in the night sky. Ooh, ooh. I've concerned myself. Oh, Nathan. He's... Oh my gosh. Oh, Nathan. He's been biting people lately and wanted to eat my homework in the car. I remember that time. That was a bad time.
I was in my room. I just kept hearing, oh, Nathan. And I paused the music I was listening to and just listened and said, eating homework in my car.
That's not even the good part of that sentence. Oh, Nathan. The passages about you are truly the best. You never know what's gonna happen. Wow. I'm so tired. Oh, it's 11 o'clock p.m. It was sunny for the first time in forever, but I saw dark storm clouds on the horizon. Yours truly, me.
Attention! Katie is a Kana. Katie is a Kana and she ate my iguana. Yes, she ate my iguana. How? Just swallowed my iguana whole. Then said, "Hoo-cha!" She just said it right out of the blue. Yup. I know it's weird, but Katie is a Kana and she ate my iguana. What? How did she swallow it whole? I have no idea. What? Do I miss my iguana? Not a bit. Once in the middle of the night, I was awoken. I went into the kitchen and do you know what I saw? Well, I saw Katie standing on the ceiling. When she saw me, she said, "Oh, this is odd, isn't it?" I wet my pants immediately. Katie can also read anything that a person thinks and then writes down. Like if I thought, "Hello," and I wrote, she would read, "Hello." If I wrote, she would read, "Hi." Pretty cool, huh? I think so. Why? Why? Are you reading that? Asks Sarah, because all I see is Katie has 5 brothers and 1 sister. Her sister is Her sister is Teo Akira Nakibirango Akira. Her sister is Teo Pister Nakibirango Akira. Her sister is Teo Pister Nakibirango Akira Jonek Proserve.
The only way to stop the monster was with toilet paper. So I ran to each bathroom, just tore apart the toilet paper and shoved it into my backpack. My mom just rolled her eyes, thinking it was a game. It wasn't.
Original characters.
Dear Dana, I'm really nervous about junior. Ow! Oh, a truck just ran over my paper! I don't know how, but it did! Well, I was gonna write you a cool letter, but now I'll think I'll just call you instead. Bye for now. Allie.
Hey, Allie. I hope we get a locker next to each other. I don't want to change my books in front of strangers.
Well, that's it. I'm bored again and my banana is gone.
Life is like a lot of things. Just have fun with it. Okay.
My neck had been cut. Then I died. Which was surprising because up until that point I had been the main character.
Vincent quería a una muchacha, pero la muchacha no quería a Vincent. Oh, Vincent estaba tan enojada, se cortó la oreja y se regaló a la muchacha. Vincent murió.
There was a commotion outside. I saw a tiny streak of yellow and orange flash above our heads. I knew who it was. It was Naruto. I was also Naruto.
My mind groans, but my heart says nothing. My hands weep, but my heart is still. My stomach echoes, but my heart. My eyes scream, but my heart. My feet faint, but my heart. My soul asks, but my heart. It is empty.
I woke up the next day and began screaming because I suddenly had legs and I was a Winnie the Pooh fish and I certainly had not had legs before.
I hear their rhythms. Wherever I go, I hear them. In every classroom, there are at least 25 people. Each one of them a different rhythm. The rhythms! The rhythms! The rhythms! Rhythm! Rhythm! Oh, rhythm! Rhythm! The rhythms! The rhythms! The rhythms!
Oh, I'm so tired.
There was a fire. There was a small crawl space through which I carried a baby who could talk. It was a creepy baby, but I saved it. So I guess that makes me a hero.
Oh, I want to sleep, but I have work to do. Oh, just let me be. But if you've read this far already, I suppose that means you're interested. That you care. Or you're at least being courteous or fighting off boredom. I feel weak, wretched, ashamed, and lost. Quiero ser diferente. Único. That's my problem. I have too many butts. Oh, I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know what to do. Who is Michaela? Who am I? Oh, the questions of a teenager trying to find her way in the world. Excuses. I feel like I'm in a fishbowl. I feel like I'm in a fishbowl. I'm trapped inside this fishbowl. This isn't my first fishbowl. Sometimes I wish I didn't know so much. This is all I was doing. I've worked on this for hours. I think I peed my loincloth.
I can imagine myself now, an old woman, sitting down and struggling to make out what is this? I don't understand. Struggling to make out the faded words on a silly piece of paper. Oh, words so empty, so still, so silent. A booming voice crying out in anguish. Stairway. The booming neck.
Poems.
Sometimes something should stay the same. Left without interpretation. Left without reason. So it can just be. Let it be. Just let me be.
It's story time. Stretchy nachos, stretchy nachos. Stretchy nachos, stretchy nachos.
If it's still not simple, well, I don't know, go pop a pimple. If it's not simple, go pop a pimple. If it's not simple, go pop a pimple. So that you can survive in the wild against all those bears. You gotta survive against the bears. What should happen? What should happen? I don't know. I can't remember. Hobbit feet. Hobbit feet. Hobbit feet. No one really wants hobbit feet. Gloria stood her ground, and amazingly, the men There is nothing more to read here. Oh, whoops. Give me more things to read. More things to read. If it's not simple, go, Papa People.
Whipper-whap and biddle-bop and silver sand and watch 'em flop. The realm of enough is already here. Cut off a foot and chop off an ear.
In this time, humans were only just discovering that cars were sentient, and the cars were doing their best to remain hidden. Some were found, however, and were brutally dismantled. The screams were horrible.
If I break down, would I become Play-Doh? If I cry out, would it be weakness? If my eyes grow moist, would I fall apart? Yes.
Giant line of running Dutch children clutching a string with mini balloons. Very synchronized.
Vino a la escuela vestida con una falda anaranjada, una camiseta de puro rosado, dos cinturas de diferentes colores. Cinturas. Uh-oh. Dos zapatos diferentes y 3 colas de caballos. Cuando pregunté sobre su apariencia, nada más dijo, no quiere saber. I'm a liar. I'm a dirty, rotten scoundrel and a fool. The last time I tried to do anything impressive, I failed. I don't want to do anything. But I can't take it anymore. So I won't. My head hurts. It's going to explode. I bet you thought my brain exploded, huh? I'm tired, but I don't want to sleep. I want to go to sleep, but I want to stay awake. I don't want to do anything. I need a giant eraser. Well, here we are again. Me writing in this journal with no one really paying attention. I guess I'm used to it by now. People not paying attention to me. I'm just that one smart girl who never talks, who no one pays attention to. I'm wondering whether anyone will ever read this. I'm not sure I'd like that. Keep reading, by all means. I'm really not that special, so I shouldn't ask you, who are more special than me, to stop reading. How are you? How are you feeling? What are your problems? I'm sorry. But really, I won't be able to relate to them. Well, that was an utter failure. If I was a cow, I would have said utter failure. Oh, but I'm not a cow. Because cows have 4 stomachs. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock goes the clock. It doesn't even give the courtesy to stop when we die. Where am I? Tick-tock, tick-tock. Some say that it's the only true equality, that everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day. They lie. What am I doing? Tick-tock, tick-tock, those seconds spent laughing with your friends were spent weeping by others. In those seconds, someone very special and unique died.
Random notes scrawled in the margins of my life.
Well, I suppose I am a stranger still. Or am I? Who am I? Llamas! Chicken nuggets do not always produce such rewarding after effects. In fact, they usually cause heart attacks and death. This happened to me once. It was very unfortunate, but I am okay with this now. I have moved on. I'll never get a boyfriend because I'm too scared to try. I'll never get married because I'll never find the right guy. I'll never have kids because they just make me cry.
That's when the 2 older Aardvark men confessed their love for one another on the couch and started making out.
Declaring his hatred for vampires, the angry stretchy dog, a tortured soul dressed as the ruler of berries, recently wailed at the strawberry field and chucked the blessed garlic rightwards to his partner around the corner because the garlic smell had so ferociously overwhelmed him.
Too many! There are too many.
I'm so afraid.
Am I dying? Is this what it feels like to die?
Everyone deserts me. Or do I desert them? I don't know. I don't know anything.
Grammy kept wanting me to change with my windows open, like they did in the old days.
Endless woods of color. People walking far below.
Sweet, tangy berries.
Are they poisonous? My wrist. My pulse. Normal. Good. Not poisonous.
Dearest Clamally, life on Earth is not what we had imagined it to be. Oh, there's lots of distress. Oh dear. The children here on Earth like to play things concerning aliens. Bad things. Oh dear.
Then I had to find a restroom. In my bathroom, there was already a guy in there. He was just a bald pig, horse, human head. He was born that way. He was cognizant of his surroundings, but he couldn't talk or communicate in any way. I waved weakly and then decided to find another bathroom. I didn't really know how to deal with a cognizant, sentient head in a restroom. If I left him there, I would just be peeing while he watched. If I moved him, I felt as though his brains might leak out. I just decided to avoid him. Not sure exactly what that says about my problem-solving skills.
Nothing but people are in sight. Why do I feel so alone? Hello, who are you? At one time I think I knew. Oh God, is that my face? How have I become such a disgrace? Welcome to 2014. I am having a really, really bad day today. Can knowing be wrong? Yes, of course it can. I can feel myself getting through high school and some college, but beyond that I get a feeling of being completely empty and lost. Oh, wow. Perhaps dawn will one day rise again. No? Who knows when I'll die? Perhaps now. No words today. Only emptiness. I suppose I might have been cruel to you, paper. I apologize for being so insensitive. Wait, how silly of me. I forgot that papers can't have feelings. I need people to shut up and just be quiet to see if they even can. I looked at the sky. The sky, I looked at it. I finally saw the sky. I want to go home and sleep. Why make me stay here against my will? I don't want to be here. I'm sick. I'm also cold. I'm really, really cold. Can paper read? Altogether, I am simply not a very creative person. I sit and stare, but there's nothing there. All I want to do is practice cursive, but I'm not sure what I want to do while doing it. It makes reading these things very, very difficult. Is happiness a choice? No. I behave. I do what I'm told. I might be mentally deficient. Where would a tree's mind be? So many formulas, so little time. I was taking calculus. I should not have been taking calculus. That was a grave error. A mistake. But oh well. I'll get over it. I started on math too early. Run away from all this. Run away from all this calculus in my head. Maybe I'll run and just take a while of my life to live. My mind reeks of math and science. My heart throbs with boatloads of formulas. My back aches from sitting all day. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Oh, tired. I'm going to fail my math test today. Escape. Yes, all else comes second. Escape is first. This is from the last page of my calculus notebook. It is an accurate description of my mind at this point in time. I don't think potatoes have feelings. Can I read? What is reading? I really don't know. Tomorrow is Wednesday. What is reading? I do believe that I have lost my mind. It's long, long gone by now. What is reading? Oh no, burn. Sleep. One of the things everyone needs, but no one gets enough of. Like air. All these air shortages everywhere. It's terrible. Terrible times for everyone. Sometimes cardigans really squawk up them radiators. Aren't pickles quite the mongoose at this river dance? There are 12,000 potted yams. 17 pandas could not save you. Sorry, I'm back. I had a small panic attack, but now I'm better, as you see in this letter. So Lord help me please, or I just might sneeze when I audition today.
He deseado ver el sol por muchísimo tiempo.
Solo veo nubes negros en el horizonte.
No quiero caer de este árbol. Mi gato es tan gordo. ¿Qué está haciendo mi papá? El juego que jugamos durante PE no era divertido. Vio un pájaro solo volando en el cielo. ¿Tenía una destinación? ¿Tenía una familia? ¿Encontró comida suficiente? ¿Está perdido?
I saw a strange-looking Winnie the Pooh in front of me. He was gray with a pointed snout, scraggly fur, and he had snakes for hands. I realized that the Winnie the Pooh that I knew and loved must have evolved from this prior form.
The duck who could take. Once upon a time there lived a duke. Who could take? He grew famose across the land because he could take. People were astonished to see a duck take. Wow, a duck that can tack. A little girl made this poor little sentient creature her pet, and she liked it a lot. She got to be on television. Well, that was a famose duck, all right, and a famose girl.
All I know is that there were some weird religious taboos happening with how one wasn't allowed to lock the bathroom door for reasons. Fun.
My soul cries out. My lips are silent. My mind is weeping. My eyes are dry.
I have to get rid of them somehow. And I die, and I just beginning a new life beginning. Oopity-doo.
It has to stop. It has to stop. Stop. It has to stop.
Random notes scrawled in the margins of my life.
What are dreams? What are bad dreams? Why are bad dreams? Why? What? How? Send in 2 spies to counter their attacks. Oops. Wrong channel. Oh, help! I'm trapped inside a pen! Oh!
I live in stagnant desperation. I've lost the ability to belong in modern society. Why do we all worship her like a god? We are doing nothing, know nothing, and feel nothing, and therefore we are nothing. What does one do when one is a bird? I thought my burden too massive to bear, so I unloaded cans and cans of ticks. Funny. Now I feel the hunger pangs those ticks could have satiated. Funny. I am a large man.
All she could say was crying for help. Help me, she said. Help. Like that. Very much like that. Rushing, help. Help me.
Someday will be joy, someday will be near.
Craw, nip. Shallow, cries the deep. Shout, O ye life, scream, O ye death. We are coming for thee. But now they call me back and I must go. But no!
I see the life in the lilies, the faces of the flowers.
He speaks. He beckons. Crin. They call, but I come a different way.
Bright. Very bright. Thank you. Where am I? What? Why can't I feel my arm?
As a lost soul, I was sent to the underworld, where I took the form of a giant globular purple mass. Why? Don't know, not a clue. Dreams don't make sense. Stop trying to find the meaning amidst the whack.
A list of normal things. Wasting your life. Saying you won't waste your life. Scoffing at Christmas commercialism. Partaking in Christmas commercialism. Saying you won't watch Doctor Who. And the next thing you know... Fighting to the death over the better franchise. Star Trek? Star Wars? To the pain. Planting your face in a cat's belly. Going to school covered in cat fur. Wondering what the inside of your cat's mouth looked like. Crying yourself to sleep. That's normal, right? Please. I am 18 years old and I have no direction in life. Nothing has changed. Oh, whatever should I say? The gleam, the dream, the scheme, the scream!
Bob was a very sad, sad child. Bob did not like Tuesday. Then the very next year, Bob's family moved to Canada, and Bob changed his name to George. Yay! Go! George lived happily ever after as a Canadian.
Marie once asked me why I write in red. I responded simply to remind me of life. Just as blood flows through the body, the red reminds how necessary that blood really is. How easily it may be toast? How easily it may be toast? Torn? How easily it may be torn and lost. Merely reminds me of how precious life is. She wasn't looking for that sort of answer. Needless to say, Marie hasn't spoken to me since.
Whither and whither crossed brookety brook, whither and whither forgot to look, whither and whither in fearfulness shook, whither and whither were killed by a crook.
Marco will have been screaming at his nachos for 2 full hours by the time the police are called.
The chief wolf wasn't expecting opposition, and he told me to stand back, and I just charged straight at him, yelling, "You stand back!" He wasn't prepared for such bravery.
Come to the tree! Once you've heard the whisper, you can't survive long without finding its source. Where's the source? Is it here? I must go to the tree. It calls to me. The tree! Flee! Don't follow me!
I've always been obsessed with suffering and death. You know that I'm currently challenging myself to think through my life. It's now Tuesday, the 3rd day of this challenge. I am now sleep deprived. Oh, beds are so comfy. They're my friends. Yay! Pillow friends. I hate how everyone compliments me for my mediocrity. I want to kiss someone, but I don't want to get to know anyone. Am I doomed to be only this shell of a soul I've always been? I think I'm afraid to start crying again. What if I don't have a soul at all? Oh, I could have been a redhead. Oh, I want to be a redhead. Oh, I have no soul and I'm not even a redhead. This is terrible. This is a travesty. I wanted to be ginger. Yep. I'm just that melodramatic 19-year-old who's just glum about her perfect life.
But at least my cat Cookie likes me. So I must be doing something right. So gay. Legitimate gay.
God, I don't want kids. What am I going to do if she's actually socially capable? Oh no. No, children, please. No, I don't want to date, no. I can barely tell what day of the week it is anymore. Nothing feels right. Every time of night and day feels the same, and every day of the week feels the same. They say, be yourself. Myself is a very bad person. Myself wants to lock me away all day and stare at a computer and eat chocolate. I'm ashamed of myself. I feel like I'm rotting here. In my mind, in my body, in my soul. Help! Help! I think I prefer these composition notebooks to journals. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Oh, I need help. Suene como docenas. ¿Qué está sucediendo? Suceder. They're much less formal and there's less pressure to perform. There's less pressure to perform. It can literally be anything but a lab notebook. That's a whole lot of things to be. You're never going to get anywhere if you don't try to go anywhere in the first place. Maybe you need a train ticket. Maybe I need a train ticket. I don't think I've ever had a train ticket before. I've never had a train ticket before. Where do I get a train ticket? Oh, what's up, man? I hate you too.
This isn't madness. Madness would be speaking aloud to yourself when no one else is around. Oh, wait.
Well, I'm probably not, because I know how to control myself. Yes, I know, I'm not mad. And I'm usually only talking aloud to myself when I'm thinking aloud. That's normal, right? Right? That's normal, right?
What do you think? Las niñas y los niños se le cayó el piel.
The youth pastor was preaching. He started talking about how great a young adult Bible retreat would be. Nathan and I immediately started to flee.
Hoo-too, ba-ba-ba-too. They blew their horns.
There was a crazy man there, half naked and very violent. After several attempts to subdue him, I ended up having to kill him to protect myself and others.
I look into an identical face and see hate. To see my own face on another, to see it loathed and rejected, is like seeing my own soul on another. Loathed, rejected, even by myself. Yes, people in the past were stupid, but no stupider than we are now. You don't belong anywhere.
You don't belong anywhere.
You don't belong anywhere. The paintings were great. One of my favorites featured a knife and a bloody ear just floating in the middle of the background. Gotta love dem Bible stories. To offset my shame without bowing to the humility of gratitude. Perhaps that is why I began to dig my well of imagined woes. Everyone needs excuses. Mine weren't thrust upon me, so I stitched together my demons and gave them their names. Well, a plant really can. It may not have a plan, but it can grow, and it can show how much there really is. The end. That's the whole poem.
And it's I'm not going to eat any. It's okay. I'm not going to eat any more worms from bears. I don't understand what's happening. What is happening here? She was always trying to try to speak well, or I mean good, better. That was not language. Just help me. Where am I going? What's happening? I don't understand.
Did you know that it costs 50 coins in Dream Titanic World just to take a bath? Outrageous.
Toda la esperanza se ha huido de mi voz. Una ilusión es el sentido de paz. Solo tengo una oreja. ¿Qué es esta cosa? Felicidad.
Las bebés toman leche de su mamá.
The people are talking to me, but I won't be what they want me to be. I'll be myself. Gnicht die revesite drauka berech. Echt egaugnal, et skoob, et jou voor gnicht. Ait nod ekilti eno el tiltib.
We encountered a wine room with a very aggressive lobbyist. She had done something awful, so I began beating her mercilessly. It didn't seem to faze her, so I threw her against the walls over and over again until she was completely unconscious. I can't remember why I was so angry.
How's it going? I just came back from moving a dead person out of a car. Ew. Well, at least she looked good doing it. Oh, yeah.
This isn't the beginning of the story, but this is how it starts. If you want to read the beginning of the story, keep reading. If you don't, skip to the middle of the book, you know. Let's rewind to the beginning of time. Just joking. Let's just go back to January 22nd, 2008. The end. There's no more. That's the whole story.
If poetry were a tree, I'd chop down that tree. Did I just rhyme tree with tree? Oh, Lord, please help me.
We turned off the road after several wrong turns down a hidden path. We figured it had to be the right turn because it was 80% hidden and we were 80% pale.
Slimy tails, unbrushed teeth, they just reek.
There's nothing in my head. My brain feels like lead. I think I might be dead. Oh, I need to go to bed.
I know you don't want to admit it, but you really do have a problem.
I really don't think it's that much of an issue.
You're addicted. Everyone can see it except you.
Why would it be any of your business what I do? I'm not hurting anyone.
Sure you are. Have you ever stopped to consider how painful it might be to watch you do that every single day? I'm worried about you,
But it just really gives me this feeling of comfort, you know? And I don't know if I can stop now anyways.
Come on, it's not that hard. Just cut back on,
1 spoonful a day?
To fall to pieces is what I'd be, what I need. I will cry. I will weep. I will shout.
Between the passion he would feel about the subject matter for the movie I was proposing, and the twisted path he had put me through as a child by killing my father, and the blackmail I was currently presenting him with, he would of course do exactly as I wanted. And I knew it. I was confident and badass.
This must really stink. I can't really think. I need a drink.
You will be hit by a wild boy swinging on a vine within the hour.
Dude, let's go to the other side of the lake, man. The wicked crowd, got into their gnarly boats and, headed to the other side of the lake, man. Then, a gnarly storm came up and totally splashed water over the boats, and it was like, surf's up, dudes! Dude, wake up, Jesus. It's like a tsunami out there.
I'd go surfing, but it's too big, dude.
Dude, waves, calm down, gnarly wicked waves. Hang loose, we can't surf out here. So the storm totally calmed down, bros. Gnarly dude.
Cowabunga. Sorry, who is this total righteous dude? Whatever dude you are, you peace to you. Peace to you. Okay, who is this total righteous dude? J-Bro.
That's my dude. Who is this wicked dude? Gnarly. Who is this total righteous dude? Calm down the waves, Dad, bruh. Yeah. I'm a very pious individual.
At the bottom of the dock there were lockers. Inside them, a secretary, to the man who was hunting me, showed me how I could escape him simply by laying low for a while below the water by using tampons to breathe. They apparently contained air. It dissolved in my mouth most unpleasantly.
Why do I keep asking questions? What is the point of me writing all of this? Why are you still here? Am I entertaining you? I am? Oh. Well. If I'd known that sooner, I might have actually had something interesting to say. Now I ran out of time. Great. Actually says that.
It's begun. It's not. Is it slow? Oh my gosh.
There's a moral to this story. I have a problem.
I can't get it off. Jacket, no.
Okay. She doesn't like goth, Michaela.
I am so dizzy.
Oh, Grandpa. Grandpa.
I'm constipated.
Oh, there's so much peanut butter. Oh, there's a lot of peanut butter. Huge spoonful. Oh, yeah.
Gosh darn it, I have to go retrieve a mustache.
This is my life now.
What in the goodness gracious darn diddly darn world I am doing?
This is a good idea. This is fine. Oh, this is fine. Oh my gosh. Oh, this was a terrible idea.
Put the mirror down, Michaela. It is heavy, and you are weak. Don't stop the recording, for goodness sakes. Don't stop recording. Or I will kill you. I will murder you so hard.
Oh, Lordy, I have to do that again. Look, you are in the... I'm so tired.
This is terrible. Everything about this is going horribly, horribly wrong. That's not true. I'm not on fire yet. Whoops.
Angst and emo and goth and just despair to all. I'm so happy to do this for you and you and you and you. I'm so excited that you're here.
I hate myself. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so dizzy. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so dizzy.
Oh no, I'm burping. Oh no.
Do you fear my skirt?
I'm going insane. I want to stop so badly. How can reading take so long? So I want to go down into history like, oh my gosh. Helen Keller or Anne Frank. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. It's the best one. Oh, I love it so much.
Oh my god.
I know, it's horrible. It's so bad.
There's 22 hours of footage and audio recording. I started this a year ago. It hurts so much.
I just want it to be over.
I did the calculations, and then I wrote all the calculations on a notes app in my phone, and then 2 days ago. But I fumbled my phone into a pool, and then I dove in, clothes all in after it, trying to save it. I don't know if it's gonna survive. It's currently under a fan. Half of my knee is now missing because of it was scraped off the side of a pool. Why can't I ever lose a phone in a non-dramatic fashion? It's either I dump it in an Italian toilet or I dive in to try and save it from a pool, running to my papa being like, Papa, what do I do, Papa, please? And he's like, stop dripping on the floor. And I'm like, you look up what to do, please. I just want it to be over.